We've been talking about how unseasonably warm it is so far this winter, and it makes a lot of people happy, and some are taking even more advantage of it than others.
Absolutely. For those who make maple syrup, this warm weather means the sap is flowing extra early this year.
News 8's Kent Pierce live for us in Killingworth this morning at one farm where the trees are already tapped.
Looks like he's ready to get to work.
Yeah.
Ken.
Yeah, good morning, Laura and Keith. They tapped these trees more than a week ago. It's almost unheard of in January. We're a good 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks ahead of schedule for New England. They've already got 60 trees tapped, and they've already collected a lot of sap already. Maple trees don't have calendars, of course. They just know that the days are warm and the nights are cold, and that's enough to get their sap flowing. Where we are is called the Welter Farm. Folks here in Killingworth know it well. The Welter family sold maple syrup starting at least 60 years ago here, and Wendy Welter remembers the roadside stand they used to have here. Now, these days, it's really more of a hobby. Some folks from around town just come on over, they gather up the sap and boil up some syrup. They've already tapped 60 trees and gathered 30 gallons of sap this season, all much earlier than usual. Now, this may not be a business, but these guys still know their stuff. If you want to understand why the sap is flowing, Andrew Pighills and his fine Yorkshire accent can explain all the science to you.
As the leaves come off, the tree takes all the nutrients down into the roots, and they're stored there over winter. As spring comes and it warms up a little bit, the tree starts pumping back up those nutrients in liquid form through cells which are elongated and rather tube-like.
So they drill into the trees, into those tubes, and tap those cells and gather the sap as it flows. The best conditions are cold nights and the days a bit above freezing, which is usual for late February into March, but pretty unusual for January. If we get another cold spell, they can just put the whole thing on pause for a couple of weeks and nothing's going to be harmed. If the weather stays like this, though, they could be in for a record season, not just here, of course, but all those bigger professional operations, too. Now, I know that the 30 gallons of sap that they've already collected sounds like a lot, and they've got some in this bucket right here. It's about half full just overnight since where we were here yesterday. 30 gallons may sound like a lot, but that's only going to boil down to about 3 quarts of syrup. It's a 40-to-1 ratio, so they're still not making a lot, but they say it is so tasty, though. We're live in Killingworth this morning. I'm Kent Pierce. Back to you.